future for Telcoin looks bright, and I personally think we are just getting started. There is 3 major events coming up over the next 4 weeks that not many people are talking about that is going to drive much more attention to Telcoin, which as they get closer to full approval of the first regulated digital asset institution. We have Fox News reporters meeting with the CEO of Telcoin, which is going to drive more and more attention to Telcoin moving forward. We're seeing an increase in staking as well as rewards for that started on February 26th. And so we're going to be talking about all this information in the video. If you are a fan of Telcoin and are bullish on Telcoin, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for future videos. And so let's go ahead and jump right into it here. And so if we go ahead and take a look at the chart here, we can see that Telcoin is currently trading at resistance, right? Just above 1 cent here as we are forming a bullish pennant. Now, we did break to the upside after breaking out of this channel right here. And we can see we do have some consolidation here for Telcoin. Now, we're currently at resistance. I could see this breaking back down here. Over the next couple of days, I am expecting a break to the upside for Telcoin based on a lot of the news that's out there, right? Last week, we saw some fluctuations in the market. Now, that is going to have an impact on Telcoin's price. However, I think the future for Telcoin is very bright. Now, if you're interested in buying Telcoin, there is a referral link underneath the video for the Telcoin app. This is the simplest way to buy Telcoin, and I will be going into more detail on the staking that can be taking place on the Telcoin app to earn more Telcoin. And so if you're interested in that, make sure to stay throughout the entire video. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this here. We have Eleanor here from Fox Business that has been interviewing the CEO of Telcoin. And so, she mentions here that they have received their special purpose depository institution charter license from Nebraska banking regulators that would allow it to operate the first regulated digital asset institution. And so she does a lot of reporting on Ripple and other cryptocurrencies, and so I think this is very bullish moving forward as she may start to talk about Telcoin and their advancements moving forward. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the big events coming up here. Next week, we have the Inclusive FinTech Forum here that's going to be held in Africa, and Telcoin is going to be speaking at that event. In addition to that, we also have Telcoin speaking at the MWC event in Barcelona. Again, they've been doing this for several years, and this is also coming up here from March 3rd through the 6th. And so another event that's coming up as well at the end of March here is the Black Swan Summit in Australia. And so we have the Chief Commercial Officer also speaking at that event. And so Telcoin has been focusing on meeting compliance and regulation from the start, and now they are getting very close to that and they're starting to do more marketing. And so I think this is very bullish for Telcoin moving forward. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the stakers for Telcoin. We can see we had a massive spike in staking when the platform launched, and now over the last couple of weeks we've seen about a 20% increase in stakers from about 1,400 all the way up to about 1,700 stakers today. And so there is a reason that we are seeing this increase in stakers. And that is because stakers can mine up to 3.2 million Telcoin weekly based on their Telcoin platform adoption. The first distribution of Telcoin is going to begin on February 26th. And so this will allow you to earn more Telcoin by utilizing the Telcoin app and referring that out to other users. And so to stake Telcoin, you will need to use the Telcoin app and you will need a referral code. And so there is a link underneath the video to download the app, and then you can use this referral code right here. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some more information on this. The first distribution is going to happen on Wednesday, February 26th, and it's going to happen every single Wednesday after that. Now there is 3 rules here for eligibility. You have to use the Telcoin application, and so you have to download that. You have to use another user's referral code within the application, and so as I mentioned, that will be underneath the video. And then you have to stake Telcoin through the application. And so as you can see here, the allocation formula will be paying out 3.2 million Tel per week. Now the basis for the income formula here is going to be the pro-rate share of personal fees paid and then referred users fees paid. And so depending on how many users you have referred to the Telcoin app, you could be earning more Telcoin. And so another thing to keep in mind here is depending on the amount of Telcoin that you are staking on the app will also have an impact on how much you can earn. If you have less than 10,000 staked here, you can earn 15%. If you stake 50,000 Telcoin, you can earn 28%. And so, you can see here you can earn about 30% if you stake 100,000 Telcoin. And so that's a 100% increase, right? 15% to 30% if you're staking 100,000. And so I definitely recommend looking into this. This is essentially free Telcoin just by pushing out the Telcoin application. And so, as I mentioned here in previous videos, Telcoin is getting very close to the launch of Telcoin Bank. This is going to be the first digital asset bank to ever exist. And I think this is very bullish, right? I think a lot of people are not aware of what Telcoin has been building over the last 4 years. If we go back and take a look at the chart here, as I mentioned, we are forming this bullish pennant. However, if we zoom out and take a look at the bigger time frame here, we can see what happened back in 2021 when Telcoin had the LB649 bill, right? Now we're on the verge of bank approval, right? We're also starting to see more marketing take place as Telcoin is attending more events. We're starting to see Fox business reporters talking with the CEO of Telcoin. And so I definitely think that everything is lining up for a major year for Telcoin. Now in 2021, this was one of the biggest gainers here. And I think that we will see this being one of the biggest gainers here in 2025 as well, as they continue to develop, right? There is not a ton of rules out there for regulation and compliance for cryptocurrencies. However, Telcoin has been working with regulators. They've been working with Nebraska in the banking system to be compliant. And I think that says a ton about Telcoin, right? There's a lot of cryptocurrencies out there that say they're going to do things. However, it never comes to fruition. Telcoin has been saying that they're going to become the first regulated bank for crypto assets, and they're getting very close to that. And so if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. Also, make sure to check out that referral link underneath the video if you're interested in buying Telcoin or staking Telcoin to earn a portion of the 3.2 million Telcoin that's going to be sent out every single Wednesday. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.